Welcome back to botany class. You have learned ecological adaptations in the previous classes. Today, let's discuss dispersal of fruits and seeds. The topic is dispersal of fruits and seeds. It's not a new topic to you. From your lower classes, you learned the dispersal of fruits and seeds. The seed and the fruit possess attractive color, odor, taste and different shapes to attract the insects or the dispersing agents to carry out these seeds. The seed consists of embryo. The seed, you all know about the structure of the seed. The seed consists of embryo. Seed possesses embryo, stored food material and a seed coat. Seed coat is the outer covering. So, a seed which possesses embryo, stored food material as well as the seed coat. The dispersal of seed is an important criteria to establish the plants. Without dispersing the seed, the plants do not multiply or increase in number. So, to establish this, it's an important criteria. The dispersal of fruits and seeds are the important criteria in plant community. What's the definition? Dispersal of seeds or dispersal of fruits. You know that most of the angiosperms, the seed which is enclosed within the fruit. So, it's a protective case. That's the main difference between the gymnosperms and the angiosperms. The angiospermic plants which covers the seed of the angiosperms are covered within a protective case called the fruit. But gymnosperm seeds are the naked seeds. So, this seed, what's meant by dispersal of seeds? Dissemination or spreading of seeds or fruits from the parent to far away places. From the parental plant, the seeds and the fruits take away far away places or distant places is called by means of ecological some agents. There are number of agents like animals, wind, or there are number of animals including birds, mammals, then even human beings and insects or the wind. So many factors are used as an agent to carry out the seeds and the fruits. So it can be spread different places to develop or establish the plant community is called as dispersal of fruits and seeds. Now you are going to study what are the different types of this fruits and seed dispersal. So before that, this seed dispersal, it's a regeneration process. What's the need or what's the importance of this dispersal of seed? So this seed dispersal is a regeneration process. The plants which is regenerated by means of this plant population, it regenerated the plant population is the common means of colonizing plants. If it is not dispersed from the parental plant, all the plants are crowded together. The seedling which falls down, the seeds when it falls down, which crowded together or colonizing within the same place. To avoid this, it can be distributed different places. And the fruit maturation and the seed dispersal, which is influenced by many ecologically agents, including insects, birds, reptiles, even earthworm, so many agents. And the seed require these agents for dispersal. These agents offer some benefits to the benefits to the community. What are the benefits? Which can provide food and nutrients. So these ecological agents are benefit to the community. So it provides food and nutrient, and the seeds can be migrated several places to develop the plant genetic diversity. So genetically diversity, it spreads so many species. So it conserves the diversity of the plant community. So what are the different methods of, or what are the different types of dispersing? So this dispersal of plants, the dispersal of fruits and seeds, commonly, already you may learn in the previous classes, the dispersed by wind. The number of ecological factors, they are by wind. So dispersed by wind. Dispersal of fruits and seeds by means of wind is called as anemochory. Anemochory. Anemochory is the definition. The fruits and seeds can be dispersed by means of the agent wind is called anemochory. Then water. Fruits and seeds can be dispersed by means of water called hydrochory. Hydrochory. And animals. Dispersal of fruits and seeds by means of animals is called as zoochory. And there are another method, explosive method, that is autochory. Autochory. So these are the topics you are going to study today. Wind, there are number of ecological agents in by means of wind, water, animals, or help the dispersal of fruits and seeds. Now dispersal of wind, dispersal of fruits and seeds by means of wind is known as anemochory. Dispersal of fruits and seed by means of water is called hydrochory, and dispersal of fruits and seeds by means of animals including human beings are called as zoochory. And there is another type is called autochory. So let's see one by one. Wind, anemochory. Most of the tall trees, tall plants, the wind pollination, you may heard that, such a way here dispersal of fruits and seeds by wind. So if seeds and fruits are modified with the help of dispersal by means of wind, there are formation of wings. There are some modifications, wings, formation of wings and appendages. Number of appendages. The seeds and the fruits or wing shape. The shape is modified such a way to carry out by means of wings, or appendages in the form of hairy structures to float on the air, to fly. Very light seeds, these seeds are very light and carry out. So this small appendages, hair like structures or small appendages, helps to influence the buoyancy to carry out easily by means of wind. So when the wind blows, the seeds are dispersed far away places and the seedling started to germinate and develop into new species in different areas. So this factors, the agents, ecological agents, which influenced by means of seasons, for example summer season or winter season. So it depends upon the season, the fruits and seeds may be dispersed. So it can be influenced by season, environmental conditions and so on. So this wings and appendages, and there is a sensor mechanism also found in it. Sensor mechanism, in the sensor mechanism, it violently, the seeds burst open, the fruits burst open and liberate the seeds. So these three methods anemochory takes place. So, anemochory occurs in the plants in which the tall trees. So, this light seeds and light fruits and the hairy appendages helps to increase the buoyancy to disperse the seed from the high altitude, so that this anemochory occurs or taking place in tall trees. Then water by means of water. Dispersal of fruits and seed by means of water. So, that type is called as hydrochory. Example, here hydrochory example, coconut, Nilambo. Nilambo is lotus, Nymphea. These are the plants or examples for hydrochory. So, hydrochory occurs in the plants which can grow in water or near to water. So, this coconut is not an aquatic plant, but Nilambo and Nymphea is aquatic plants. So, these plants grows in water. This coconut, it grows near the water. So, this hydrochory takes place by means of water. Dispersal of fruits and seeds carried out by means of water. So, there are some adaptations observed in the fruits and seeds. What are the adaptations found in hydrochory plants or water dispersal? By means of water, the agent is called water and the term is called as hydrochory. Definition, what is meant by hydrochory? Hydrochory is the dispersal of fruits and seeds by means of water. Now, what are the adaptations? So, this hydrochory plants, the fruits, especially the fruits and the seeds which possess the receptacle. There is a shape of the receptacle. When you see this Nilambo consists of such a way the conical receptacle is present to disperse the seeds by means of water. When you see coconut plant, the mesocarp and the pericarp. The mesocarp of coconut is fibrous. The mesocarp and the pericarp. What's the difference between mesocarp and the pericarp? Here in coconut plant, the mesocarp is fibrous. Fibrous mesocarp. Mesocarp is the middle layer of the pericarp. Pericarp is the fruit wall or the outermost skin or fruit wall is called pericarp, which is differentiated into epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. Here in water is a hydrochory plant. The coconut, the mesocarp is fibrous. So, fibrous which influence to float on the surface of water, and this pericarp is very light in nature, and these plants, they themselves do not float on the water, but by means of water current it can disperse. So, through the water current it dispersed. So, this hydrochory example Nilambo, Nymphea as well as coconut plants. And this hydrochory plants which lives either in the in water, so the seeds are developing from these plants are very light to carry out the water current. So, hydrochory, there are some adaptations. Then animals, by means of animals. Dispersal of fruits and seeds by means of animal is called as zoochory. So, zoochory, what are the examples of zoochory? Animals including human beings. So, birds, mammals including human beings. So, mainly birds, mammals and human beings. So, in this zoochorous plant, it shows some adaptations. What are the adaptations observed in this zoochory plant? In zoochory plant, there are some hooks. Hooks are found in it. hooks and sticky fluid, and there are some hairy structures, and some fruits are fleshy fruits. Hooks, sticky fluid and fleshy fruits. You know that there are number of plants which produces a hook-like structure, hooks. The seeds, either the seed or the fruits which possess a hook. So these hooks are adhered by means of either the fur of the animal or the clothes of the human beings. When they are moving, it can fall down and it disperse. So it's one method by dispersing the fruits and seed by means of succory. So you remember that succory is dispersal by means of animal. Anemochory is dispersed by means of wind. Should not confuse that. Anemochory by means of wind. Zoochory, zoology, you remember, zoochory by means of animal. Dispersal of fruits and seeds by means of animals. So these are the adaptations. The zoochory plants which possess hooks, the hook-like structures, or adhere to the body of these plants. So hooks, bars, sometimes instead of hook there are bars. Bars are projections. Projections like hair like outgrowths or some projections. Bars and spines, even spines. So these spines, when we are moving across these plants, it can adhere the cloth of the human being or the fur of the animals. So when they are moving far away places, when they are walking, it fall down and it grows to the new plant and produces in a different areas. And sticky fluid. Another adaptation is called as sticky fluid. So some fruits and seeds, the surface of the fruit and the seed which produces a sticky fluid. So this sticky fluid which sticks or adhere the surface of the animals and it disperse. And sometimes there is a viscous fluid which is present, viscous layer found and attached on the beak of the birds. So birds are one of the example or one of the agents to disperse the plants by the method by means of succory. So birds, the beaks, this viscous fluid or viscous layer which adhere the beaks of the bird. So these birds, when it rubs on the branches of the tree, it may fall down and the seeds and the fruit disperse. Then fleshy fruits. Fleshy fruits, you know, after consumption of fruits, papaya or any other fleshy fruits, mango, so many fleshy fruits, after consumption we are thrown out the seeds out. These seeds are fall down in distant places and it develops. So this is one method of dispersal of fruits and seeds. So by zoochory, the adaptations are hooks, sticky fluid and fleshy fruits. Apart from this, there is another method called autochory. What's meant by autochory? Autochory. So auto is self mechanism. So some plants, you know about this plant, balsam plant. The seeds, like this balsam, there are certain plants. For mere touch, if you just touch the seeds or the fruit, it bursts open. So mere touch helps the dispersal of fruits and seeds. The seeds within the fruit which comes out, burst open violently. So violently it opens. When you touch, mere touch, burst open the fruit and liberate the seeds down. And these seeds are falling down with little distance. It may not fall from far distances. It falls down with little distances. Example, balsam. Balsam is the common plant. You all know about this. example. One advantage, one adaptation. This is the adaptations are found in autochore. Then sometimes the rainy season, the shower of rain, certain plants after the shower of rain, the seeds burst open. So it also influences the dispersal of seeds. Rain, after the showering of rain, it helps the seed to disperse. And certain plants which possess long pods. These long pods burst open violently. So when it is open with loud noise, like crackers, it bursts open. When it is dry, it bursts open and liberate the seed. The long pod which produces the fruit, inner to this, the pod, this inside this pod there are some seeds. So which burst open and the seeds may liberate out. So this is autochore. Now what's meant by dispersal? What happens in the fruit when the seed is going to disperse? At first, the seed, when the fruit matures, you know that after ripening the fruit, the seed liberates. When the fruit ripens or when the fruit matures, the tissues around the seed, the tissue, when the fruit matures, is supposed to be, this is the fruit and this is the seed. So when this fruit matures, the tissues surround this seed. When the fruits matures, the tissues surround this, which increases in turgor pressure. Turgor pressure increases. Due to this turgor pressure, there will be a dispersal of seed. So, 2 more question is important. How the seeds are dispersed? After the maturity or the ripening of the fruit, the tissues around this seed increases in turgor pressure. Due to this, it burst open, it liberate or it disperse the seeds out. Then another question, seed ball. Seed ball. This is an Japanese technique where the seeds are encased. Encased means the seed can be enclosed by means of mud mixed with soil humus or clay. Clay mixed with soil humus. The seed ball is encasing of seed, that is enclosing the seed with clay and soil humus, and it is distributed in the land which is not planted like trees. So it can be spread. So this method is useful in the barren land. So even cow dung, this instead of clay and soil humus, they can take the cow dung also. So it is when it is spread on the barren land, it enriches the fertility of the soil as well as the plant also grow, because seed is enclosed within it. When the conditions are favor, it grows into a plant with distant places. This is seed ball. Now there are some important ecological days. In your book there is a ecological day, important ecological days have been given. These days are very important for one word question. Most of the one word questions you may find these areas. So learn these dates and the ecologically important days. The question is ecologically important days. First one, World Forest Day. World Forest Day is March 21st. March 21st is represented as World Forest Day. And April 22nd is known as Earth Day. World Forest Day, Earth Day on April 22nd. Then World Biodiversity Day, May 22nd is called as World Biodiversity Day. And June 5, you know that World Environmental Day. June 5 is World Environmental Day. And Van Mahotsav Day, July 7. July 7 is Van Mahotsav Day. And International Ozone Day is September 16. You just remember these days, learn all these dates with the important ecological days. 2 mark or 3 mark, even mainly for one word question, this is important. And another question is advantages. Advantages of this dispersal of fruits and seeds. What are the advantages of dispersing fruits and seeds? What are the advantages? The seeds can be escaped from mortality. So, fruits and seeds escape from mortality. So, mortality is to death of the plant by means of predators or pathogens which attack the plants. To escape from this mortality, this dispersal of seeds away from the parent plant is important. It is an advantage. And this dispersal gives a chance to occupy favorable sites. So, when it is dispersed to far away distances, different distances, it gives a chance to occupy favorable site. Wherever the favorable sites are found, these plants can grow. And it is self-fertilized flowers transmitted genes in outcrossing plants. So, this is another advantage. And main advantage is it conserves the plant community, that is species. The different species can be conserved. And it is a key for establishment of ecosystem. Ecosystem can be maintained, and it is a key. The dispersal of fruits and seeds are the key to establish the ecosystem. So, what you learned, just a recall. First, dispersal of fruit and seed. First, write the definition, what is meant by dispersal of fruits and seed. And there are 4 different methods you studied: anemochory, hydrochory, zoochory and autochory. 2 more question, what is anemochory, hydrochory, zoochory and autochory, and what are the adaptations seen in anemochory, hydrochory, zoochory, and important ecological days. Finally, advantages of dispersal of fruits and seeds. Prepare well, and next class let us move to the next chapter. Thank you.